Thank you guys for being patient, honestly. I do have a message that I've learned personally today that I sat on that bench and I was thinking to myself, when coherent becomes the terrain, when your coherent becomes the terrain, regulation over reaction, you coming out to the park, tapping in does not make you fucking weak. What it does make you is wise as a bitch. It makes you a master. Because you know better. Not only that, you're doing better. More than that, you're being the missing ingredient to raise the terrain, to regulate the terrain. Because you know that you're connected to the terrain, like a video game. You're connected to the terrain. Imagine that on a whole new earth. Some of you got the codes of the new earth. You're connected to that terrain and you're bringing it in. No, I'll never calm down. I will not relax. Yep, be enough said water. Make sure you guys are getting water. Function before narrative. I had to sit my ass on the bench for 30 minutes staring off into the clouds before I went live. I'm no good to nobody when I'm not good myself. We care about function before narrative. Every one of you have structural integrity that you align with. And when you align, the terrain aligns. This ain't for everybody. 80% of the people are not even real, let alone nodes in the net. Nodes in the net, like connected to the grid. This ain't feelings, bro. This is absolute fucking truth. Hear me. If you're here, I can't speak for you. Because there's people of the 10% I didn't mention, they have a hard awakening, but they collapse under themselves. They become witches and warlocks, part ether, part carbon. And they're stuck there forever. Limp dick motherfuckers. I want to welcome you, beautiful soul star majesties, star commanders, and big steppers. I trust that you're taking care of yourself because you took the time and devotion to become the node itself. You ever seen those plasma balls? You ever seen the thing in the middle that's erected like a tower and it's shooting off all the plasma? That's you. This is the node perspective when the system reroutes through you. A whole new system is being rerouted through you. I'm talking a fucking nervous system. Right now it's not a matter of, you being worthy. It's about sustainability. It's about you even being receptive to receive. And you being attuned to that new tempo. When I was sitting on that bench, I was thinking structural. I wasn't really thinking about outward, but I was thinking about myself, the realest shit. Grounding, because the earth is rising with you. Ground, water. You're literally connected to the terrain, the plane net, the net of the plane, and you have pierced the fucking veil. That's not where we stop and have an ego trip, dumbass. No, we gotta get into responsibility. Structure, sustainability, containments, the golden egg. I'm not going to calm down or soften this because I want to disturb weak limptic energies that are looking for comfort. I want them to burn. I want their inner worlds to feel conviction, passion, the Phoenix codes. Because you know what? It ain't personal, but bitch, I can make it personal. I can make it very personal. But I'm not here because of my persona. I'm here because of a great will, devotion, dedication. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm still standing. Your heart is why you will endure. Not your feelings, not bullshit. Be real, be genuine. Come from a heart space. A lot of us may look like earthly ignorance, but we got heart, ho. You know what heart is? Heart is spending your whole life trying to be better and do better, to show up, and then you finally show up and you get rejected. Damn. Heart is getting up anyways. Keep getting up. Why are you getting up, Neo? Don't you know you don't fit? Don't you know you're awkward? Don't you know you're different? Gets up anyways. That's heart. I thought about it today. What can I give the collective today? Not as effort, but as coherence, not just output. Here's the truth most won't say. It's lonely at the top. A lot of you are on your throne and it can be perceived as lonely, and you're learning to sit with peace. You're learning to calm your fucking ass down and integrate with the new womb space. Instead of easily scrolling on, trying to find comfort, escapism, or some bullshit. A lot of people want to tell you, but it's lonely at the top. When you get to the top and you anchor there, you are literally lifting the plane nets, the earth, and you're anchoring heaven. You're going to another grid, crossing over, they call it. Not because you're better, but because you are a literal load bearing. And when you become the node, you're no longer carried by the system. The system now reroutes through you. So it's important for you to wake up and get erected in your spirit, wash your ass, brush your teeth, align yourself. Many of us are learning this now, regulating our own internal architecture, infrastructure. For those that can see beyond their nose, this infrastructure will be architecture. And you realize how important your energy is. It's more precious than fucking gold. This inner architecture is not emotions. Stabilizing our structure so a new world can be built through you, upon you. Not just imagined in your mind, but you literally had to sit your ass down and breathe through it, regulate your system. This is a holographic universe, okay? A better you is not just a better self-help. A better you is planetary maintenance. Now we're stepping into planetary collective. You're gonna know those from not by function, by sustainability. Not, you're worthy, you're not worthy, none of that. It's about, can we count on you? Can we entrust you? I don't care for your answer. This is where Capricorn, you're in completion or depletion. Either one. Every refinement that you have made in your nervous system updates the terrain itself. You're gonna see it in the weather. That's Terra. That's Nova. That's how worlds are literally made. You have a bioelectric bond. Grounding is literally data correcting, okay? That's why you need to ground, not dilute your signal, be a caveman. Synthetic beings do that. That's why they're even polluting the sky, polluting the mines, metals and stuff, because they need that to survive. What I'm saying right now is not negotiable. That's why I'm not gonna be lenient about this. You're a piece of shit when you don't do it. And you're not even a higher fire. You're trying to act like you are, but you can't even get in the line. You're not even profitable. Every day you should at least put your feet on the ground. Literally touch the earth. Oh, I just saw a whitetail. My baby. Allow yourself to enter a bioelectric sentient relationship with Mother, the matrix, the actual matrix. Your nervous system is not a closed loop, but it is a literal interference, okay? You got non-local beings that want to interfere, but you don't even have a regular nervous system. Fucking PTSD got you fucked up. Survival got you fucked up. Feelings got you all fucked up and mutated your DNA. A lot of you done the work, right? But you gotta regulate your nervous system. You gotta sit and breathe, because neutrality isn't passive. Emptiness is not void. It is unlimited probability. And we have to attune ourselves, stabilize ourselves. Smell deer urine. That's another thing. My senses are going crazy, bro. I can smell people from here. You think I'm crazy? I can smell people's chemicals. Anyways, fuck out of here. I'm here to tell you, grounding is not some type of spiritual aesthetic. It is electrical regulation. When your bare body meets earth, the charge equalizes naturally. Your cortisol naturally regulates. Everything regulates. I trust you're not in a hurry, because if you're in a hurry, you can leave. And when you leave, don't ever come back. Let me know if it don't resonate, because this ain't like church or religion. This type of stuff is elementary for young gods. It ain't that big of a deal, but it's a big deal when you don't follow through, when you're not a disciple, when you're not disciplined. Noise seems to fade away when you connect with the grid. Signs begin to clarify. This is where the weather has been off and why it's been off. There's not a war like we think. The answer is you already won the war. Now can you choose? What side are you on? You're gonna choose by your sustainability, by your regulating, by breathing, and letting life love you, okay? Because without a proper nervous system, you're not gonna get anything coming in. Your nervous system is not just a nervous system for your body, it's a nervous system for the whole planet, the whole terrain, the whole holographic universe. You got non-local beings seeing if you can stay at zero while everything in their mama is fucking flying around. Seeing if you can develop yourself, or you're gonna be a little punk. You're gonna crash out, you're gonna all over the place. You're gonna repeat loops and soldiering. We don't need more intellect right now. What we need is your body. Get in your body and anchor yourself to a higher harmonics. This is why time can feel strange right now. Weather can be off. This is why systems feel unstable. Everything is unstable. You got so many people living in their own reality, be watching the same videos but having a whole different outcome. Right now, a lot of us are nodes in the nets. You need to know what that is. So us zoning in like a scope on a gun, zeroing it in, that's what a lot of us are doing. Think of it as technology. Anything that is ungrounded will wobble, and when that happens, my friend, quantum towers. You carry a cymatic intelligence. It is your birthright, and your body will respond to it first. You ever had someone in front of you and they're trying to lie, but their body is saying a whole different language? Today, the signal for me came from pressure in the ears. I don't know if it was energy direct weapons or what, but I had to come out here. It's almost at 100%, but I had to come out here to regulate myself. Why, Corey? Because if I love like lip service, I'm gonna do that. When things come up, don't be so quick to judge it. It's high or low, just regulate yourself. Don't lose your whole identity in it. Regulate yourself. A lot of us are looking at negativity not as a personified situation like, oh, you're out to get me, oh, you're going to hell, like mad extremes, personalized. But now we're looking at it as math. We're looking at it as cosmic math. When I'm doing music and I'm freestyling, I love haters, bro. Because you're giving me ignition fuel. You're pissing me off. I'm about to get some fire with the flames. You're giving me a narrative, ho. A lot of you have that gift. That's why a lot of you are in isolation. Any interference will fucking... You take death and make it life. What higher alchemy can you do? You take nothing and you make something. You take non-local into form. It don't get crazier and better than that. Just because you're insensitive and you abandoned your bitch ass and you have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about, it's not my fault. Some of you literally take death and make life. You take zero and make it look so attractive. That's real alchemy. Just in case. You're not a basic anything. We're looking at negativity, criticism, not so personal. We're looking at it as for what it is. Math. That's maturity. That's power. That's structure. Oh, you don't like mommy, I'm gonna crash out and give up. That took a lot of soldiering. To stand in your own cymatic. That's your sovereign authority. To stand in your truth. When the whole fucking world turned their back on you, you are a real life legend. This ain't for feelings. This is your story. That's the fucked up part. I don't care how you feel. Feelings didn't get you here. Devotion did. A great will, determination. Despite what a motherfucker think, you still showed up. Forged in fire, that's right. Nurture is nature. Rest is forest. Get out in nature. Tune yourself. No matter what these grays and elliptic reptards try to do, when you raise your residents, they have nowhere to abide. They have nowhere to live. They're gonna cry, can I go somewhere to live? Can the mountains fall on me? Can I have somewhere to live? Corey, my gut hurts. I can't breathe in this atmosphere. I gotta go back to the under earth. I gotta go back to the pit. Corey. Try to hook your soul. Jesus. Gonna hook your soul, your cymatic. And if you can discern, they pop out like sore fucking thumbs. You can see it. When you align yourself, you're gonna realize all this pressure is dissipating. Even the pressure in my head earlier is gone instantly. Mama's got that gift. She could take negative ions and make it positive. And it's way more intelligent than our puny intellect. What we gotta do is get out the fucking way to be able to sit there in zero. Anyways, none of this shit that I'm talking about is feelings, imagination, church, religion, I'm your daddy, your mommy, none of that bull fucking shit. I'm an archangel oversoul that's clearly fucking over it. The sun is rising. And if you're still standing right now in the underworld, let that show how fucking powerful you are and structured you are. Okay? You being here tells a story. Okay? The stuff that I'm talking about is literally physicology responding to alignments. You are the highest center node of the cymatics. Go study cymatics. Remember, you used to walk in a room and you would lose your whole identity because you didn't have a soul, you didn't have an embryo, you would lose your whole identity in the wave. Bitch, now you're walking into spaces and things have to adjust to you. They have to, or things are gonna get weird. They're either gonna be magnetized to you or be like, damn, bro, repulsed by you. Like, damn, bro, what the fuck was that? Expect it. It's an honor to do that. That's called a standard. It's called a threshold. It's called a gate. There's no higher calling. There really is none, bro. You're not symbolically connected to the terrain. You are literally, electrically, biology, and somatically linked to it. You got your suit. There's beings here that can't say that. That's why they get nervous when you show up and make waves. They get nervous when your tone hits a certain frequency, a certain ceiling, a certain cadence. When you start walking in a knowing and a surety, limp dick energies will reveal themselves because they feel uncomfortable in your resonance. Expect it. That's when you whip it out. You whip it out and you smack them with it. Because if you're not for me, get the fuck behind me, bitch. Because this ain't a personal situation. Demons want to make it personal because they don't have a persona. They don't have nothing. They need your body. They want to make everything personal. They be like, who, what, where, when type motherfuckers. Be sure to hydrate. Be sure to walk every day. Be sure to touch the ground. I needed it bad today. If I didn't, I'm not just a person that talks out my ass. If I do not come in alignment, if I didn't tarry, if the divine feminine didn't bring me back to health for 12, 18 years working on my ass, I would not be the man you see today. More than likely, I'm a miracle. I would be dead, unalived. Let the body recalibrate before the mind tries to interpret. Allow your body to feel. That's the real language. It's ancient language. The mind is slow. Some of us had to learn to think for ourselves late in life. We had to learn to survive, learn to think before we enter rooms, because motherfuckers want to get one up on you. It's called capitalism. You gotta be ready. Assume before you walk into spaces. Have a mental body. That's a limited capacitor. Some beings, that's all they have. That's where they tap out. That everyone is sentient like you, like the dragons, the Lyrans, primordial beings. We're connected like Bluetooth. That's why a lot of these dragons are gonna be born. They're gonna resonate with some of us. They're gonna be with us. It's gonna be an innate language. They're gonna feel my heart. I'm gonna feel them. We're gonna have a sentient relationship. They're gonna feel mommy with me. They're gonna feel a deep connection, a deep rooting, a deep cord. And some of these beings, if they sense fear, they will eat you. It's not personal. If they sense lymphatic energy, they're gardening. They're gonna clear you out. It's instinct. What's happening right now in this season is a dormant world is meeting you mid-awakening, okay? I know it's not easy waking up in a dormant world, but this is where great love comes, because we created this world. Even our absence, even being dormant, not being on our throne. See, you're so fucking powerful, you can't escape your power. You want to stay in bed and bust nuts all day and be a loser? You're the stay in bed all day, bust nut loser prophecy fulfilled. You can't outrun your fucking power, but you can stand in it. You can develop yourself, be better, do better, show up for the collective. That takes love. A world actively terraforming in front of our faces, literally. Not everybody is real. I got 35 people in here. I don't know if you noticed, but we're going through a Terra Nova. Look at the fucking land, bro. It will meet you where you're at. The friction is real, but this is not the moment to collapse. This is not the moment to disengage, disassociate. Lock the fuck in. That is an order. Not for me, peasant from the central sun. Get out your own ass today. Breathe today. Connect with nature today. Stop being so fucking selfish today. And if you already are, high five, hold space while I cook. It's not the time to disengage and fucking... See, a lot of people would do that. They would put themselves in a psychosis because it's too good to be true. They'll meet somebody and fucking sabotage it so quick because their nervous system, not even the person, not even them. It could be a heavenly situation, but because the nervous system can't receive it, they will self-sabotage. I trust you're listening. This phase will require things like, will is walk to this sign, right? And as you walk, I stand in front of you and I'd say, walk to the sign. Will is, despite what it is, you're pushing through. Don't sit there and talk about will when you're sitting on your ass doing nothing. It's not will, that's abandonment, escapism. You have your own will. A lot of us had to align our mortal will with our divine will, non-local will. So right now, will, structure, and trust. Your trust is literally the scaffolding of the new world. It's the foundation of the new world, okay? A lot of us are learning to regulate our nervous system in real time. Joey said will, structure, and trust. Yep, these three are one. These three are one. It's a higher harmonic of humanity. It took will, structure, and trust to come out here. And upon that, a new world will be built. Not to numb, not to bypass, but to stay present, peaceful, and open to receive. Receive without shell shock. Receive without bracing for impact. Be calm without shutting your ass down. You never know who you're in front of. And I mean that very literally. You don't know who you're in the presence of. You don't gotta get caught up on that. It's a fucking fundamental fact. Question is, can you receive? Can you metabolize? Do you have a nervous system? Because right now, it ain't a matter of, oh, you're worthy, heaven and hell. This is system. This is why it's more cold, authority, Capricorn on your Emperor, Empress energy. This new ecosystem a lot of us been working towards is gonna be built on it. So fuck talking about it. You're gonna know the nodes from their function. This is advanced embodiment. Standing open without leaking. Anubis is here. This is the season. Function over morality. Let this be clear. The season is not about winning or losing. That's petty. It's not about good or bad. Not about virtue, guilt, or righteousness. Those are all narratives. The season is about function. Can you function in your omega field? Can you function as that version? It's about system. You're being watched by non-local beings because they're going to create a new system that reverberates off your ecosystem, off of your nervous system, and they're reading you, not because of your feelings. Oh, my feelings. Systematically. So it's structure, system, and function. That's what they're watching. It's not about doing the fucking work. By now, you should be in completion. A lot of us are bored in neutrality. We're bored with peace. We have to learn to regulate to that to be the new zero. And it's okay to be bored. Of course, you're extraterrestrial. Some of us finally went on a soul retrieval. So it's okay. A lot of you are extra for a reason. Once this anchors in, you're not going to be moving for peace or love. You're going to have that in your body. Some of us are not here for peace and love. We're here for purpose and service. Nothing gets our rocks off unless we're in our divine alignment. It's a different fuel, different hue that we're bringing back to humanity. What will be working after this month will be stabilized. What doesn't will collapse without judgment. There's not really much you can say to somebody who's still standing. Imagine a giant Hunger Games goes on and you're still standing. That says something. Somewhere in your life you have structure, function, stability, or you don't. You're looking for stimulation. You're in a hurry to go nowhere. You have no substance or structure. You're degenerate. And then if that's the case, my job is to eat you, devour you, piss you off. It's not punishment, it's physics. Coherence holds, dissonance will fall away, period. Calibration phase, a lot of us are calibrating, like I said. And I'm gonna say go slow on your purpose, go slow. Not because you're weak, but because precision matters more than speed. Y'all with me? Stay embodied, let the terrain meet you where you actually are. Not where you think you should be. Allow yourself to sit your ass down on a bench for 30 minutes if you have to regulate your nervous system. Those that know. Your nervous system isn't just a nervous system, it's connected to the actual fucking terrain. I'm talking to dormant motherfuckers where even that's too much. Synthetic beings who it's a chore to get them to move. It's a chore to get them to go outside. Fucking weirdos, bro. You wonder why I'm irritated. We're gonna know those by function. We're gonna know those who are still standing. Light bearers, life bearers, fire bearers, inspiration, the light. Can't say you didn't hear me say it. You may have a problem with my hair, problem with my face, problem with my tone. I don't give a damn. You still heard my voice though. You're still gonna be held accountable, bitch. Fucking humans, bro. With a regulated system and a nervous system, you make a clear channel, not so diluted. Like I said, you got prosperity angels that want to bless you, but you can't even receive. Now that's a bitch. Fucking all up in your own ass, scared, in fear, survival, all up in your own fucking head. Your nervous system is literally a messenger of everything, people, places, and things. Your nervous system has been designed to receive information from higher harmonics, clear, coherent, and precise. But your channel must be stable. And because you carry Nova for Great Mama, you're gonna be a channel for Great Mama. It's gonna flow through you quite effortlessly. It's not the time to seek comfort or distraction. Not the time to chase a feeling or outsource your regulations. Don't let another you wanna piss me off? Don't let nobody regulate you. They're not you. My whole life, people wanna tell me how to talk, how to speak, how to be. What the fuck? Then you become aware, 80% of the collective are not even fucking real. What kind of limp dick shit is this? They're not even real. So you're regulating yourself out of synthetic beings. Some of y'all don't realize it, but you really are that motherfucker. Your ancient future technology that we need in the present. But you don't care, right? You just, my feelings. You're not developed yet. I gotta deal with babies, grown-ass babies. This is the time to love yourself, structurally love yourself. Devotion. Stand on your architecture, trust what you have built, trust what you are holding. That could be people, that could be places, that could be things, and they will have to organize around you. It has to. That's why people feel weird around you. People gotta come correct. They gotta breathe different. They gotta think about a whole conversation. It's not personal. As bad as I wanna make it personal and fucking go back and forth with the peon, it's not personal. This is universal. It's your birthright. You're not forcing alignment, but you became the alignment. You became the standard. You became the node. Like a plasma ball, you're the rod in the middle of the whole plasma ball. You're the rod in the middle. Ask me if I give a fuck. You can't tell I'm over it? Look at me. You can't tell? You can't see the crazy in my eyes? If you can't, I'm not doing my job. I don't give a fuck. A lot of us cherubims, all we did was give fucks. I literally spent most of my day looking under rocks, looking under trees, trying to find a fuck to give. So an exit family, hold your rhythm. You have your automatic, your own rhythm. Take a breath, breathe. Feel where you're standing. A lot of us been at sea this whole time. Now we're on land. Notice the steadiness. Nothing needs to be chased. Nothing needs to be proven. Thank God, right? What is real is regulating itself to meet you. Or they're spiraling right now. They're spiraling right now. Crashing out right now, busting nuts, chasing comforts. I didn't make these rules. This is the mitosis. This is the splitting of the cells. Either completion or depletion. And if you're standing right now, it's because you were built for this terrain. You were summoned to be here. You were devoted. And if things are falling away, good. It's because they were not meant to be carried forward. Let them fall. But you can hold your rhythm. You can move your body. You can touch the earth. Stay honest with yourself. For you are lacking nothing. You're lacking nothing. The field is organizing itself. This whole month, I try to tell you, it ain't like a normal month. It's checking sustainability, the highest node, who can hold the towers. Stand tall, stay coherent. Maintain your throne. Ashe, Commander, out. Stand tall, stay coherent. Maintain your throne. Ashe, Commander, out.
Thank you for receiving this transmission, Soul Star Majesties. If your heart is moved to support this mission, come on, support the mission. Love offerings, Ashe. Much gratitude.